My friends. Hello. Now, it's crucial that you're honest with me, guys. Nice one, Fizz. It's crucial that you're honest with me, guys. Can you hear my fan? Very important. You guys, we provide me with answers. Guys, someone provide me with answers. It's not very disruptive. Maybe, let me just turn it a little. What about now? How are we looking? Chair stream, you people. You people. Used to the heat by now. No, it's a miserable experience. I refuse to ever. Yes, that's my fancy white noise machine to go along with my fancy new stream deck and soundboard. Now, that's the only sound I've programmed into it. That's the only sound I've currently programmed into it, but I'm going to be building it over the next few days to be maximum annoying. Oh, is it too loud? Was it too loud? Because I can change now the volume from my soundboard. And I can go to all different... I can do all kinds of things with it. Overall, I just want to be really annoying with it. But also, we can move around the cameras. I've got a dedicated button on here for Skycam, but she isn't here currently, so we can't test it. So we cannot currently test that. I'm glad that you hate it already. Very good. Very good. But it means that I can just do things a lot easier now. I'm looking forward to it. So, guys. What we're all here for is to talk Dandadan. And, look, we did say that it would be the case, and it's immediately from panel 1, the most important, most consequential thing to happen in this chapter is they do ride dinosaurs. I know. Very exciting. Very exciting to see that. Yes, they ride dinosaurs. And it's great. It's excellent. I love it. But no, there's more than that happens. No, don't worry. Oh, chat, yes, you're right. Thank you, Blissy. I wish it would just default to that, by the way. That's crazy. No, we are going to do an hour of, well, I mean, there's a lot to say, right? Yeah, I mean, look, Aira is a very powerful character. And we see in this chapter exactly why that is. You know, one of the things that I've always been of the mind of, right, with Dandadan, and I think that it is part of the formula at this point. Like, it's not like a theorized way of doing things. It's just how Dandadan works, right? Any personal struggles, any big personal struggles for the characters always find their way into combat. And that's how they're resolved. When you resolve them in combat, that then kind of helps with the emotional side too. It's a kind of a reflection of the same journey. And for Aira, I think a lot of the stuff with Okurun is... It's not something that just goes away, right? I don't imagine that this is something that's just going to go away immediately. Because she still feels how she feels. And that's a hard thing. Getting over those feelings and trying to move past them is not a particularly easy thing for her to do, for anybody to do, really. Because I think she genuinely felt them. I think we've established at this point that she genuinely feels how she feels. Hi, Gerardo. Hi, everybody. It's actually been like 2 weeks since we've been here, by the way. So this is pretty crazy stuff, right? Like, it's easy to forget. Yeah, how do you fall out of love exactly? It's not an easy sell. And one of the things that we see in this chapter, one of the things that we see in this chapter is when Okurun apologizes, when he speaks to her in a specific tone, she kind of like falls back into it very briefly, because it still triggers the same things for her, you know. Yeah, exactly. And this is the thing, is that she is pushing forward, even though it's difficult, and we get some really nice insight into the way that Aira kind of thinks in this chapter as well, you know, specifically how she kind of views Okurun, you know, because this is the first time, I suppose that this is the first time in her life that she's been on the receiving end of the feelings that she manifests in other people, the feelings that other people conjure within them surrounding her, about her, feelings that have always kind of been stuff that she thrives on, which is the people viewing her or being attracted to her, and she kind of got used to it. She didn't think that she could feel that about somebody else, and to see that kind of burn down in front of her, to slip through her fingers in favor of another, is a hard thing to overcome. And I'm gonna be real, she's handled it so well. She's handled it like a champ, by the way. Yeah. Exactly. It's the only boy she's actually liked. Exactly. Exactly. But she handles it like an absolute champ. You know? And I don't know to what extent this is going to continue. I think that there is still something left unsaid. But the extent to which that's going to be kind of a crucial kind of element to her character, I'm not sure. You know, I think it's important to move her past that. Yeah, I'm glad that she didn't run from it as well. I think that it's important for her to move past this so that she can grow a little. You know, one of the things that I've always been of the mind of is that Dandadan, in order to survive past just Momo and Okurun's relationship, because when they get together, the will they won't they element just becomes they will, and while it's going to be great to see them both muddle through being in a relationship and what that means, it does come with a degree of certainty with it, right? Like it requires and necessitates a degree of trust in order to be in that relationship. You can't be humming and hawing about whether the other person actually likes you for too long because they're with you now. The doubts should be assuaged, and it should move into something a bit more trust-based, right? A bit more of an actual love relationship. But with Aira, no, so losing that element of Dandadan means that a lot of the kind of like slow burn, sweet nothings kind of thing falls to the wayside when you lose those characters, when you lose that dynamic. So having the other characters step into the limelight a little bit and maybe develop their own feelings for other people, maybe start to understand themselves, you start to get a little bit more texture to the other characters as well, and it kind of supplants some of that. You know what I mean? No, I mean, Tarantado, this is the question, though. This is the question. You might as well... This is the question. You might as well have asked it to Okurun, you know? This is the exact question you ask. So you're asking whether or not I still prefer Momo, even though she hasn't been the focus for a few months. Totally understand what you mean, but this is the exact question that this arc conjures. Not just in Okurun, but in everybody, right? It makes you feel like giving Okurun his off-ramp is a nice idea, but he doesn't want that. He still hangs strong and tightly to what he knows he wants. You know? So this is a great question. Momo has been pretty much the focal character outside of Okurun, right? The two of them have been the central characters. So for those characters, for the two of them, for Okurun, for whatever, to have one of them removed, and you're kind of leaning on just Okurun, you're kind of asking these questions, right? Like you're starting to wonder to yourself whether or not it would be better for Okurun to just move on. I think that the fan base unequivocally has their opinion about that. I align with that, which is absolutely not. And he's chosen his path anyway. Yeah. That's a good point. That's a good point, Fizz. Yeah, and this is another important thing as well, Jellies. Like, it's going to be really crucial for Aira's relationship with Okurun to start to develop a little as well. You know? She's going to have to get over those feelings. It's going to hurt her seeing... It's going to hurt her seeing Momo and Okurun together. I think it would be really great for her to contribute in some way and help Okurun on the path. Or talk to Momo and be clear at some point about how Okurun feels, just to kind of push past that that barrier, I think, because I think she wants the best for him, and we'll see that going forward. Yeah, and Tuma, that's a good point as well. Like, with the character development with the other friends in the friend group have kind of started to mature just a little bit there. You're seeing Vamola and Kinta have a friendship. Aira and Gigi have been explored in some degree of depth, and as you say, Rin and Koki becoming friends is also becoming a thing. And I think that these are important elements, because if you ignore these, if you miss these, Dandadan, I don't think, as it gets bigger and the universe gets bigger, it can't just lean on Okurun and Momo, despite the fact that they obviously are and will remain the main characters. Yeah, Rin and Koki, rip. I know, ripperoonie, guys. Yeah, exactly. No, Fizz, perfect. Perfectly put, as always. As always, people. Perfectly put, Fizz. This is it. You know? I mean... I feel like I think we are coming towards the close of this entire situation now. I think it's safe to say that we're in the tail end of this, the amnesia stuff, right? I just think that's the case, because we've kind of explored most of the main questions that I felt were to be explored with this arc, with this situation. Ever since, and it's great because we've said here. You can go back and see it in the streams in the past. While this has expanded beyond what it was I assumed that it would go on for, the heart of it has remained pretty obvious, I think. The heart of it has remained exactly what it was that we were saying. Which is that this was an arc to explore those questions again, right? Like we said, it was an arc to kind of go back and re-explore the elements of Momo and Okurun's relationship, all these bits and pieces that Dandadan has been up until now, and ask the questions again to the characters, specifically to Okurun. Give him the choices again between Momo and Aira, and making those and making the decision to take the hard path, dealing with the jealousy stuff, finally dealing with the love triangles, and we've done that. Okurun's made his choice. We've done that. Momo is falling back into that world of mysteries again as she starts to see the evil eye. And Aira, I just don't see it going on for much longer as we start to move, as we start to really move here. At least the questions that I'm really interested in have been mostly answered. I think we've still got the Gigi stuff to deal with. No, Zoom will be written to like Momo, like Okurun and Gigi. No, I don't think so. I think that any engagement in any more new love triangles at this point is just redundant. I don't think it's necessary. I think that we've kind of gotten to the point where we've done it, right? Like it doesn't matter if it's Gigi or if it's Zuma, we've done it now. We've gone through it the one. If we start adding in more and more characters, it's like all it does is restate and retread the same ground, and I hope that Dandadan doesn't do that. Tatsu is implied. Where did he imply that? Stud. Yeah, no, this is it. Personally, personally, and I know that this chapter's about Aira, we'll get into the chapter in a minute. Personally, I think that it's time for Okurun, now that his resolve has been renewed, I think it's time for some progress to be made from Momo's side. Or at least when she gets her memories back. I don't know to what capacity Okurun is going to be responsible for her getting her memories back. I'm more inclined to say that she will be her own savior in a way. She has to make the choice to want to remember, I think. I believe anyway that choosing that Okurun being the one responsible for making her remember, I think would be a mistake. I think that would be, well, I suppose it depends how it's done, but I think that it would be less interesting than Momo being the one to make the choice. You know. I don't know too, man. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know what the id Cosmos properly is. I don't think anybody does. Until we get a little bit more explanation, I just don't know. You know, you could say it's the two of them together, but that, like, I don't know. Yeah, I think that Zuma is a gentleman. That's it. I don't think there's any much more to be said beyond that. I think he will just leave it be. You know? I don't think he wants to insert himself in that entire situation. Bearing in mind, he doesn't really... I think he's more focused on other things right now. People better not ask us what the Dandadan is 200 chapters deep. I know, he's right. He's right. We gotta find out what the Dandadan is still. That's crazy. That's actually a thing that was said in this. Do you know what have you heard of the Dandadan? Crazy that's what it is. I thought it was just a thing, just a title. Yeah, no, Tuma, this is it. This is what we said last time. I am all in. People. I'm fully in on the idea that Momo standing between Hase is that moment where she steps up, you know? If she stood between Okurun and Hase and it like zooms in on her eye just like back then, it's all good. It's all good, baby. It's all good. There's nothing else to be said. That's all I need in this life, people. I'll actually be happy to die. You could kill me on the spot because I'll be happy to die. I don't need any more. That's my conclusion in life. That's all I need. Oh my god, I'm crashing out. It'd be amazing. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Oh my god, dude. Imagine if she did that and that's what brought back her memories, right? That'd be fucking crazy. But she needs to make the choice. That's what it is. She needs to make the fucking choice, man. I don't give a shit about his redemption arc. He needs to be here for Momo to choose. Could you imagine? Oh, could you imagine if she steps between them? It's gonna happen. Tatsu, please. Sorry, I'm losing track of I had like a whole, you know what I mean? Oh my god. I need it really badly. Guys, I really need that. If someone could go get me that, please. If someone could just go get me that, please, I'd appreciate it. No, I won't calm down. I refuse to calm down. I need that to happen. If he doesn't do it, is my goat washed? Is my goat washed, people? Does he know? Fucking hell, sorry, I'll just give me a sec. Okay, I'm fine, I'm back and I'm fine, alright? I'm totally happy to continue. Let's continue. But this is the point, Homer. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how. In fact, if she doesn't have powers, that's even more powerful. Because she's standing up and choosing to do it without powers. That's so cool. Just like when Okurun ran in at the fairy tale card without his powers. What was his plan? What was his plan back then? He had no plan. He just knew he had a fucking goal. He knew he had a goal and he was going for it. And that's it. What else is there? That's what it is, dude. God, fuck. Oh my god. I need this really badly now. Okay. This is my point. This is all I need, though. Right? Yeah. I need to see something like this. Yeah, I mean, my thing here is, and Tuma, I kind of, you know what I mean? Like, I think I agree that I'm at the point now where Okurun has had so many really, really big, powerful moments where he saves Momo. Okurun saves Momo, shows up for Momo, does something to protect Momo. I need to see that inversion soon. You know, I really need to see a big moment where she does the same thing, and I think this is the time. This is the fucking situation to do it, dude. You know? God damn. No, don't worry, Nev. This is how we do things here. We create grand narratives for what we absolutely is 100% certain is going to happen. Then it doesn't happen, and we kind of go, okay, all right, I see. It's still on the cards, though, right? I'll take that as a win. Yeah, Momo needs her moment, exactly. No, stud. I also require. This isn't even a matter of like, oh, this is crucial for the story kind of thing. If Tatsu does not give Kinta a new cut, right? He doesn't give him a new haircut. I don't know what happened. I don't know what he messed up. I don't know why he made this mistake. I feel like there's time still to fix it if that is the case, if he hasn't done that. If he hasn't done that, that's the biggest, most confusing fumble of all time. I mean, part of the fun, though, Tarantado, is that we have no clue what's happening or what will happen. You know? I feel like Okurun's hair is kind of changed now anyway. It feels like it's a bit of a mix between his older cut, his spiky cut, and his cowlick cut, but I don't know whether that's a permanent thing. I don't know. Look, if he doesn't get the cut, if he doesn't get the haircut, then you know what I mean? Like, look, we've got I presume he's been in the Discord. I'd be shocked if he hasn't been in the Discord. Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member to get access to the Discord. It's the best place on the internet for Dandadan. And that right there is something that I can program into the stream deck, so I don't have to say it every time. No, we've got examples on the Discord of things he should use. He could just use one of those. Kells has one. Cast made one. You know, there's a whole Flavortown thing going for him in the Discord. Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member to get access to the Discord. It's the best place on the internet for Dandadan. We have that there waiting for him. If he doesn't use it, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe my goat is washed. He put McDonald's in. Yeah, no, you're right. And they were also on McDonald's that time. No, I mean, whatever. Give him any kind of do. Any kind of cut, you know? Then you're renouncing it forever. And you know what, Nev? No one would blame you. I know, I liked Okurun's previous cut as well. His spiky hair one. A wash goat. You wash your goat? No, I mean, look, it is what it is. Look, I'm just excited. I realize now we've not really been speaking that much about Aira here. Or the fact that... I think maybe now we get into the chapter. I think maybe now we get back into the chapter. You know? I know, I don't... The cowlick is like, you know, I still don't fuck with it. I never really have. I've seen in the promotional stuff for season 3, still got the cowlick. You know, I don't love it. I just don't love it. I think it's a worse, all-round worse cut. It's an all-round worse cut. You know, completely like not even 30 minutes of it. I know. Is my goat washed? Is my goat washed, people? Hi, Jersey. Oh yeah, the dinner streams. I will talk about the dinner streams after. And take a note of this. I'll talk about it after we've gone through the chapter. All right. We'll go through the chapter and then we'll get to the dinner stream shenanigan discussion, because I've got an idea for what it is that we should be doing about this, people, and I will highlight it to you. Okay, I'll highlight it to you very, very soon. But anyway, right, so the link to the latest chapter is in the chat. It's pinned, people. Feel free to follow that link and you can read along with me. If you don't want to do that, then you'll just have to listen to me. You treat this like a little podcast. You know, I imagine at least some of you, yes, you, might be watching this while you're eating dinner. Eating at a stadium will come true. Eating at a stadium. Anyway. Wait, it disappeared. It should be pinned. Anyway, so we start from the end of the last chapter, and we were right, people. They are riding dinosaurs. I keep instinctively going to use my mouths to change over, but I can just change over myself now. Here we go. Oh my god, Jersey, welcome to Serpo Tier, my son. My son. Absolutely legendary. Thank you. Thank you. Also, I did see Tarantado. Welcome to Yokai Power Tier. Oh my god. I will see you on the mountain, Tarantado. Right at the Valkyries. That's crazy. That's crazy that you said that. I could see it, though. I could see it. I could see them using that music for it in, like, 2032. Anyway, he's having the fucking time of his life, by the way. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're gonna have it. Walk the dinosaur. This is your whole thing. This is your whole thing. He loves dinosaurs, man. Look at him go. He fucking loves it. He loves it. I adore the evil eye. I do think he has to get into a fight. I mean, Nuglover is probably going to get that Iron Bull's powers, right? He's probably going to get the Iron Bull's powers. He's probably, if I'm honest with you, I think that Nuglover, my prediction for that situation is that Nuglover will threaten that guy's wife if that guy doesn't surrender his powers, which he'll obviously do because she's the reason that he did it in the first place. Because Nuglover is that kind of guy. Also, guys, I've been talking, I've been thinking, alright? I'm double down now, double locked in on the fact that all of you guys are fucking crazy for thinking that Nuglover is some way any more justified because he likes someone. You're fucking crazy people. Alright? Any of you who said that, you make me sick. I'm sorry, guy. I'm sorry, whoever it is that this applies to, you make me sick. I don't say that lightly. I do, actually, because I keep repeating it. You make me sick. He absolutely has no justification. He's a piece of shit. And he's going to prove it by threatening that guy's partner. You know? Straw man's on Rook. Silence, Sky. What if it was me? I'll downgrade you from being a piece of shit to a piece of piss. If you like. If you like. But anyway, what was I saying? What was I saying, guys? Chat, what was I saying? I've completely got... Yeah, no, so I think he's going to steal that guy's powers by threatening his wife. And that's kind of messed up, dude. That kind of is irredeemable shit, in my opinion. Anyway. Okurun and Momo are also riding on a dinosaur, but they do not listen to them. They just listen to Gigi. And by that I mean Evil Eye. This is so ridiculous. Also, most importantly here, Momo can see the Evil Eye. Gigi's Evil Eye form. She can see Gigi's Evil Eye form. So that means it's starting to waken back up in her, right? Like, awaken once more. It's interesting. Yay, dinosaurs. Exactly. That's what I was going to say. It's interesting because that's both Aira and Gigi that she can see now. I predicted that, did I? That does sound like me. No, you know what, Gerardo? Thank you for bringing that up, actually. Thank you for bringing that up. And I know Gerardo wouldn't lie, so I know he wouldn't lie, so he's obviously telling the truth. I must have predicted it. I must have predicted it. I'm very clever. I'm very clever. If she has her powers and just doesn't know. I mean, we've kind of talked about whether or not she has the powers locked away. I mean, the extent to which you can steal her powers, if they are so special, I don't know. It quite possibly is that they kind of like did a copy-paste or took part of her powers rather than the whole thing. And the rest of it is locked behind her memories, right? I think that Momo remembering is definitely going to unlock something in her. And it's going to be a fucking amazing moment. Guys, oh my god, just think about it for a minute. Alright, guys, I'm just going to really quick. This is a very general thing. Just think about it for 1 minute. Think about it for 1 minute. That moment. That day that is fast approaching, people. People, listen to me. That day that is fast approaching. That moment where she regains her memories. We're gonna have a party here. All right, I've got some ideas about what we're gonna do, but it's gonna be fucking amazing, guys. It's gonna be amazing. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Oh, it's gonna be amazing, guys. Just be ready for it. Be ready for it. If you're not here, I don't know where you would be. I don't know where you will be if you're not here for that moment, people. I need to think of some shit posts to make for it. I know. I'm telling you, guys. Buy now. Buy. Invest. Because these stonks, they're going to the moon. Okay? Yeah, I think that she... Yeah, I think that you're right, Fizz. I think that the ghost hands is just one manifestation of her powers. I think that ultimately... Momo's powers perhaps can't be taken, right? Perhaps can't be taken. And I think that the fact that she lost her memories when nobody else did, Zuma lost his powers. You know, he lost his powers, but he didn't lose his memory. Momo is the only one that lost her powers, and I can only presume that it's because she's got her actual powers still locked away. I imagine. It's the only thing that makes sense, really, doesn't it? At that moment where she fucking remembers, it's gonna be so good. Oh, I bet he's gonna do like a montage or flashback or something of everything that's happened so far. You know, all of those moments that made her who she is. And then the last one will be the confession. It's gonna be good, dude. It's gonna be good. Blockchain stocks back. That's crazy. The Delacroix crypto. No. You need to invest in rookie cookie coins. If you don't invest in rookie cookie coins, I don't know what you're doing. Can we rug pull the clown's investments? Yeah, maybe. What, we're gonna do a pump and dump on the clown's investments? It's late, don't hype me up like that. I can't wait to make my own cryptocurrency, guys. We'll get there. We'll get there. It's not like the other ones, I promise. Yeah. Yeah, no, Fizz. You gotta give Don't, man. Oh, Lord. Don't, oh, Lord. Yeah, Nev's working on it. We're going to get back to that safety zone grifter very, very soon. Yeah, I mean, I think that, I don't know. I don't dare to dream. Gerardo, I don't dare to dream right now. I don't dare to dream about that. Don't inject all of them. It'll overload your system, Fizz. Your backbone can't take it. Anyway, he's really jealous. And he fucking shoots a dinosaur, by the way. Bro shoots a fucking dinosaur. How messed up is that? Revolting. Revolting behavior. Who's doing it? Who's doing it? I love him so much, man. I love the evil eye. But yes, they're the only ones. This stuff is so strong. It'll do that. It'll do that to you. Shit, you guys are bad people. It's your fault that I hit him. That's crazy. What a crazy fucking defense to take. This guy is the only guy, by the way, who's not fucking jacked. This is the only guy who's not jacked, right? He's got that dad bod. Dad bod. That's crazy. That's absurd. But it's Aira. It's Aira, the absolute GOAT. This is it. This is the moment that I was talking about. Right? So this bit here where he says thank you to Aira and she just... So sad, dude. It's so sad. Like... This GOAT is not washed. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I love the evil eye, by the way. The evil eye loves Aira. How I fucking adore that. It makes me think of the Omaki that they had together. I adore that. It's so cute. Buy me juice. Oh man. Evil Eye's great. I love the whole gang, by the way. I love the whole gang. It's so good. It's such a good cast of characters. Right? Like, they're so fun. This is so sad, though. This is very sad. Like, that's literally from the Omaki. Can somebody tag me in the relevant thing? If anybody knows where it is. If anybody knows where it is. I know we've got the Omakis in the Discord. Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member to get access to the Discord. It's the best place on the internet for Dandadan. But anyway, when he says thank you, she kind of has a mini little meltdown at it, which is very sad. But this is her current kind of thing, right? I mean, part of the reason I think that part of the way that her thing went with Okroon before is she's not had a lot of time to kind of explore how she feels emotionally. Oh, thank you, Blissy. Thank you, Blissy. As we get closer to Blissmas. Oh, yeah. Let's go buy some juice. Oh. You got lots of money. Look, they're best friends now. They're best friends now. Oh. Where did my thing go? Did I lose my chapter? Shit. Hold on, guys. Hold on, gamers. Did I lose me bloody chapter? Dandadan. Now that is the Persona City background. In fact, Sky, give me a sec. Hold on. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere, Sky, because I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this for you, buddy. My mouse mat. What do you think? Pretty dope, huh? Sky's not getting banned. Why would Sky get banned? I'm not a nerd. Persona's fucking dope, bro. Get good. Listen, you're in an anime community. You can't get away with any of that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, little one. Oh, got my chapter back. Here we go. Where were we? Oh yeah, right. So, did it lag? Oh, did you not see it then? It was a present. It was a gift. So I'll need to. I'll get back to you on that. I'll get back to you on that, Sky. It was a gift, like I said. Chapty's on rookie. That's crazy. Fuck's sake. Anyway, juice. They want juice. However, like I said, she didn't really get a lot of time to kind of explore the feelings that she was going through at the time. And this chapter is very much tied up in that. I mean, this has kind of been... This whole segment in this arc has been very much tied up with Aira's feelings, which is interesting because at first you kind of felt like it was going to be... At first it felt like it was going to be more about Okurun's decision, and after we made that decision, it did pivot to her, and I quite like that. That we're taking the time to explore it. I don't know if everything has been said yet that needs to be said. But I do think that it gives us some really nice insight into Aira's drive. I think, you know, I don't think she's going to be the type of person to linger on this forever. She wants to just get back into the driver's seat and move on. And I think that's kind of it, right? I mean, I think, Fox, I think at some point we're going to see that, no doubt, but I don't know if it's soon. Maybe when she gets her powers, like, awakens to her powers for the first time again, she might kind of be how she was back in chapter 1 for a short period of time. I don't know, because she did awaken to almost her full ability at that point, right? But anyway, we have another pervert. We have another pervert. I think that we need to have some kind of alarm. We need to have some kind of alarm on the soundboard for when we run into a fucking pervert in Dandadan. Right? Like, that is not sufficient for what we're looking for. So we need some kind of... Honestly, guys, on the Discord, Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member to get access to the Discord. It's the best place on the internet for Dandadan. I will make a thread from which you guys can lobby me with good sound effects. Some of them I'll take, some of them I'll ignore. But anyway, we got another full-blown Poivoit in Dandadan once more. And I do think, right, I think that this is actually quite important, right? I know that now we're going to get to the point where we're kind of like, you know... There are certain things that are just anime-isms, but I don't know if this is an anime-ism for the sake of it. I think that the way that these people are, it's not just about their eccentricities, of which there are many here, but I think there is an argument here to be made that exactly. No, Mark, this is it. This is it. Right? I think that what is trying to be said here is that there is an obsession with superficiality. I think that there is a superficiality obsession. It very well may get get larger each time. But there is an obsession with superficiality among this family, as well as exposing themselves. And then in association with having power over others, exploiting other people, serial killing, so murdering other people. I think that Tatsu perhaps is making a statement generally about the, a very not too veiled statement about the ultra wealthy, the ultra elite, right? Not just in their aesthetics, but also in their appetites. It's the big 2026. We all know what the score is in regards to this. So I do think that there is something to be said for that reading of it. You know, like this family, you know what I mean? They're fucking weird guys. But I do think that this is part of it. It's very showy, it's very glamour oriented, but it's also exploitative, cruel. That, like, they invoke the names of serial killers, that kind of thing, you know. I never watched Ladybug, so I don't really know. Don't really know what you mean, Fox. But anyway, he's creeping on her. He's creeping on her, right? And bearing in mind, Albert Fish is a very not very nice. He's called Glamour Boy in the title. Is he actually? Oh shit, he is, isn't he? Glamour Boy's courtship. That's crazy. I obviously read that. I obviously read that in some way, and it's kind of stuck in my mind. But I think insofar as glamour is concerned, you think like glamour muscles, right? Like the muscle groups that you work on in order to maximize your ability to show off, right? So it's all very showy. He's a very showy individual. Yeah, exactly. No, but this is the thing, though, right? Like Albert Fish as well is a serial killer who was well known for his towards underage people. So this is an example of that, right? It's crazy. He's a fucking creep. This guy's a fucking creepazoid, right? And straight away, Aira knows the score. You know? She doesn't give him any space. Normally there's a bit of a back and forth going on, but she's just saying it how it is. Down low pervert assholes is crazy. That's a fucking line, by the way. I suppose this is another example as well. This is another example of another character, another villain showing up and kind of getting toasted in one fight. You know? I don't really know what his whole shtick is, to be honest. But I mean, it is interesting that we've kind of got, he's attached the his like whip to his hair, so it kind of mimics Ida's abilities as well, right? Toasted, yeah, toasted, exactly. I always find it funny in these kind of panels where she covers her skirt as well. Like, there's numerous instances in the manga where she's fighting and she'll be concerned with that. It's very funny. It just adds that little bit of kind of like consistency, I feel. It adds a degree of consistency to what's happening. To each of the fights, right? Putting the spirit in the whip. I guess. Oh, I see. I guess it is, yeah. I don't know if there is a it's kind of confusing, if I'm honest with you. The kind of shtick here is a bit confusing. But what's more important here, I think what's the most important here is the way that he's acting. The things that he's saying are kind of things that are very, very relevant to Aira right now, obviously. Throughout a lot of her... She's been very into Okarun for a very long time. And she's liked him, and part of her mission has been to get him to like her too. And it's hard going because part of that is means trying to force somebody to like you back, right? And when she's arguing with him, he's obviously a very extreme case of what it is that she would kind of understand to be her feelings, but there are kind of what he's saying has some kind of it lends a certain degree of similarity to some of the thoughts that are kicking about in her head, right? Which is that she likes Okarun and she wants him to like her back. And in her mind, I think that... I know it poses a wild mark. And I think that in her mind, up until recently anyway, that's kind of been enough. And this is a revelation point for Aira. This is a very big moment of understanding for Aira, because she is able to kind of question that. She's hearing it firsthand, right? Hi, Mace Blue. Mace. What do you want me to call you, dude? Or dudette? You know, dude. You know what? No, dude is a gender neutral term. Anyway, she takes more fucking damage, by the way. She takes more fucking damage, by the way. She's always taking damage. It's crazy, right? Look at that shit. Oh yeah, we got the very rare Dandadan upskirt. They do happen. Yeah, I know. This is it. No, this is it, May. Like, I think it's a very big moment for her. We're going to get to that in just a second, but when we do, we'll talk about it in some more depth. Anyway. His kind of moves are a bit of a counter to hers, or at least he seems to think that they are, in that they kind of are able to cut away at her hair. And he's kind of creeping, right? He's creeping like crazy. And she gets it. And this is the most important part, right? Even though, obviously, this guy's a piece of shit. This guy's a piece of shit. He's a crazy piece of shit. But what is most pertinent here is some of the things that he's saying obviously are very resonant with Aira because of what just happened with Okarun. And she gets it, right? She understands the feeling of liking someone who doesn't like you back. And as I was saying earlier at the beginning of the stream, guys, for Aira, this has been her part and parcel, right? This has been her lifeblood. The way that she's engaged with the world is through them liking her, them people being interested in her, because she's good looking and popular. Guys would approach her, be interested in her, and she would kind of feed into that. Despite the fact that they were never going to get anything, like they were never going to get any distance with her because she didn't like them back. But with Okarun, the Okarun situation, we had a circumstance in which she was kind of on the other end of the stick in this one. I think Ida's had some pretty good development just across the series, but this has definitely been a bit of a kickstart for something bigger, Toto, for sure. But when she talks about herself, she's also kind of talking about, how she views Okurun, right? She views him as somebody that she's interested in, somebody that she's liked for a long time, and you can create this image in your head about how it should be with somebody, and invent this narrative, right? Which it was an invention that you can cling to, but it doesn't really matter, because you can't force somebody to love you, especially when they love somebody else. And that's it. Reality is just that. It's a difficult thing to kind of overcome, but there's nothing you can do about that. And in telling him this, in telling this creep that she's not interested in him, she's able to better understand herself, I think. Come to accept it for herself, you know? And I love the visuals here, by the way. The visuals of being entangled in this web, just for it to be clear that she is the one that makes the web. That it's her web, her design is really great. Because she's always thinking ahead. She's always thinking ahead. She's a very, she's the leader, and she's a great, competent fighter. I'd argue Aira is probably the most competent out of the bunch of them. The most consistent. She's Aira farming again. Hi Tim, welcome back. Alright Jersey, I'll let you know. If not, I'll let you know in the Discord anyway. But yeah, I mean, I think that a lot of people can relate to what it is that she's trying to say. More importantly, I think it's just, that's life, dude. You can't you know, you can't make things be that aren't meant to be, and that's what this is. This is a situation that was never meant to be, and I think that she's accepting that here. And then she tells him that this is not, like, you can tell that it's a therapy thing, by the way. You can tell that it's a therapy thing, by the way, because she says, but that's not my reason for wanting to kick your ass. It's just because he's a down low, dimwit, degenerate piece of shit. Fucking hell. He got done like Nug Lover, by the way. She also kicked him in the balls. Can you see that? She kicked him in the fucking balls as well. Man, Ida's so cool. But then here, I think she also has a little bit more insight. We get a teeny bit more insight here as well. Because she says that she doesn't mind if he keeps thinking about her, because what people feel is their own business. And I think that's her way of saying that she's still going to keep feeling how she feels, in spite of all of this. It's just how you act, right? It's just how you act that's really important here. He got nuglevered, exactly. I actually kind of wish I used this as a thumbnail. This is a really fucking cool shot, actually. This is a really cool shot. This is the kind of shot that you get on a fucking shirt, by the way. That looks so cool. She tanks so much damage in this manga. This is exactly what happened in the fucking school as well. Crutch to cap. Yeah, exactly. I know it's not that easy to accept what you have to. And I think that's it. I mean, it kind of speaks for itself, doesn't it? It feels like there have been numerous weeks now where we've kind of just been talking about Ida in the same way each time. But she's great. She's brilliant. Like, she really is brilliant. and it's a tough situation. It's a tough situation that she's in for sure. But I think that this is therapeutic. I don't know if this is going to keep... She's been very mature. You're right, Mark. You're right. I don't know if this is going to keep being a big deal at this point, though. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's going to keep being a big deal for her relationship. I'm curious to see how her relationship with Okurun transforms as a consequence of her no longer pursuing him. But I think that this is what it is. It closes the book on pursuing him. This is Aira closing the book on pursuing Okurun. And that's it. Right? Like I think that this is her accepting that it's just not meant to be, and it's that's it. She tried her best. This date has been eventful. It's been a very eventful situation. And I don't think anybody could have predicted how monumental this would be, actually. But it feels like maybe this is the kind of big moment. Like, this is the big part of this arc. You know? It has been a bad date for Aira. Yeah, she's had her heart broken, but she tried her best, and I respect the fuck out of her for that. I know. No, Sky, exactly. Yeah, I mean, Tatsu has done so much. He's changed so much about the characters in such a small period of time. Like, they've really advanced quite a lot of those interpersonal things, and kind of started closing the book on a lot of it. You know? I think that doing this whole thing I think doing this whole thing with Aira has to also include closing off the situation with Gigi as well. I think that's the only fair way of doing it. To me, this is proof. This is proof. Guaranteed evidence that Momo and Okurun are going to be getting together very soon. Because this is a big part of the dynamic between Okurun and Aira. But that is something that can't really persist if he's dating Momo. Right? It has to finish up. And I do think it was starting to kind of like run out of steam as Momo and Okurun got more certain in the relationship. After Okurun's confession, anything that Aira did is kind of like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like it's small potatoes, you know. But I do think that we're nearing it. I think we're really fucking close to it. It could happen this year. It could happen this year, people. You know? Yeah, I don't think that it'll be as big for Gigi either. I think, personally, look, Gigi has demonstrated to us that he is actually quite good at reading people's emotions and their feelings when the time comes, when it's necessary. I think that he's shown that he's capable of reading the way that people feel and responding to that and kind of like preceding that by acting. Like when Momo was needing to fall asleep, he kind of knew what to do. Right? When he saw that Momo was kind of stressed out, he held a hand partially, I think, as a comfort thing, and he kind of knew what to do and how to respond to that. I think that as a character, his whole thing has been, at least when he was first introduced, his whole thing was being so, I guess, so he had to be a joker to be anything, right? Because it makes it it's very easy to just say that you're joking about stuff by acting silly all the time, rather than actually having to say anything meaningful and get hurt as a consequence of that. I think that's something that started to change in the Space Globalist arc, and it only really just here recently that things have moved to a point where all the gang are together and chatting again. I think that Gigi might see how Momo and Okarun are together, kind of get it, and then kind of talk to Momo or someone and just be like, I get it, like I see it. Or just tell Momo that she loves Okarun. Something like that. I don't think it will be the last chapter of the manga. I don't think that will be the last chapter of the manga. I'm not really worried about that. No, I don't think that that's what would happen. I don't think that's what would happen, because a lot of those stories, a lot of those stories that you're referring to tend to hinge on the relationship, will they, won't they, as the core of the story. Momo and Okarun's relationship has always been more so heavily entrenched in a growing trust and their actual genuine relationship with each other, and how that slowly started to bubble over into feelings, right? And I think that slow burn with them translates really nicely to starting to explore what an established relationship would look like between the two characters as well, because it's just trust on another level. This does not give, what we're looking at here simply does not give endgame vibes, right? There's too many things left unanswered. There's clearly quite a bit of Dandadan left to go at this point. And Momo and Okarun's relationship, unless they were to stall it for like 100 and something chapters, has to move somewhere. And the only way that it can move, and he's locked himself in, this locks it in, by the way, this Aira stuff locks it the fuck in. The only place we can move now is to full-blown relationship territory. So it won't end on them just getting together unless something crazy happens. I think that would be ridiculous at this point. They still haven't even gone to space. Danny, they haven't gone to space, is what I'm saying. Oh my god. Oh my god. Tim Kai with the 20 memberships. Jesus. Jesus. Thank you. Thank you. Please give this man his roses. Give this man his roses. Yeah. Barring a critical fumble, a fission mailed. Barring fission mailed, it won't happen. Thank you, Tim. Absolute legend, people. I just, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not worried about that. I think that Tatsu is genuinely interested in Momo and Okarun to the point where he won't do that with them. Like, look, it's crazy, man. Like, you know what I miss, guys? You know what I miss? You know what I miss? And it's crazy. And it's part of what is made me fall in love with Dandadan. Oh, no, I'm going to crash out. No, it's fine. What I miss, right, that Dandadan is kind of fallen away from a bit as everything's gotten more and more serious. You remember... You know what? I'll just pull it up. Hold on. I'll show you what I miss. I'll show you. Where is it? Here it is. I'll show you what I miss. This is what I miss. This is the shit that I miss. This is what I miss. This is like... Oh my god. This is like... Something that guys, it's easy to forget, by the way. It's easy to forget that this, it was part of the dynamic for so long. Okurun kind of getting her a gift, but also sort of not knowing exactly what it was that he felt that compelled him to do it. Like, he just wanted to get her a thing that he knew that she liked because they spent time together, right? It's like, this is such a simple act. It's not a fucking be-all, end-all. It's not like saving her from complete death. He just got her a DVD that she wanted, man. Alright, this is the... What was the last time you saw something like this? I guess you could make the argument it was in the Omaki where she was writing on his hand, right? But we've not seen anything like this in a long-ass time, okay? This cute, tiny, fucking minute-to-minute, moment-to-moment shit, slice of life bullshit, right? This fucking bullshit right here, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, dude. And this is what we get back to. I guess the museum. Yeah, I guess you could say the museum, right? But even that is because it's not the real Momo. Because it's not the real Momo, it's done on the pretense of Okurun doing it for kind of an objective, I guess, kind of like trying to win her affections back. This wasn't really for that. He just did it. He just did it because he knew that she wanted it, right? This is the kind of shit we get back to when they're together. When they actually are a thing, because he's kind of like, he's already with her, they're already together, so he's going to be trying to just figure out, like, getting her a gift, for instance. Exactly. No, Danny, this is it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's just simple fucking cute-ass fucking shit, right? This is the kind of stuff that you're going to see, that you are going to see again. That's what I want more of, okay? I want to go back to this. And them being together brings this stuff back into the fucking forefront. Because it kind of is just like doing it for making the other person happy, rather than just like, oh, I want them to remember who they are. Oh, I want them to fall in love with me again. Oh, I desperately need her to see me as a man. That kind of thing. That's not what this is, dude. That's not what this is. This is just he got a thing for her. It's just he got a thing. Because he knew that she wanted it. And she fucking wanted it. This... God damn, dude. He fucking had to save up on his newspaper round for this. He was fucking saving up for his fucking newspaper round to do this shit. Nah. Nah. No. See this shit here? See this shit here? You fucking see this shit here? Dude? God damn. This is all I want. This is all I need in life. And when that is a thing again, I'll be a happy man. I'll be very happy. Because they're kind of just figuring out. They're just figuring out the dynamic, right? At a certain point, when they know that they like each other, they know how they feel, the game is more confusing because and less simple because they're just trying to push each other into confessing, right? And that's the dynamic, and that has its own charm to it, right? Do not get me wrong. I'm not saying that that doesn't have its own charm as well. It fucking sure as shit does. It's not the exact same thing though. It's not the exact same thing. This is like done to just do it. This is because they don't know what it is, right? He doesn't know the procedure of getting her something. She doesn't know the procedure of accepting a gift from him, right? And it creates a friction between the two of them because they can't figure out what that should be. They're kind of hiding stuff. He's kind of hiding stuff again, but not for a wrong reason, right? Yeah, no, it's true, Skelly B. I don't know what to tell you. It's yeah, exactly. And the hand-holding stuff in the Evil Eye arc, it was done with that pretense. It was done with the pretense that it was just an act, that it was a small thing that didn't mean anything. Oh man, I just need it back. All right, this this dragged me through some tough times, dude. This shit dragged me through the ringer. You know, I need this back. I need this back ASAP. Okay, we missed this as a community. We had to just go back and look at the golden years. Yeah. I don't know. That's a good question, Nev. Did it survive the Evil Eye arc? Probably not. Probably not. Anyway. What was I saying before? Before I so rudely interrupted myself. Yes, right. I was saying before that that's what I envision we get back to. I envision that that's what we get back to in the when Momo and Okarun are together proper. You know, when they're fully together, I think that's what we're gonna get back to a little bit. At least I hope so. Yeah, I mean, look, I think that all of this is, I think that all of this is done. All of this is done for, like, you know, the relationship has matured. But it's in that point now where it's so serious that their relationship is so serious, but they don't want to say it, or they don't want to cross that last boundary, that it's impossible for these little moments to really, really shine, because they don't really exist. You know? It's, I know, Goobs, I know. I know. It's painful. It's a hard life. But anyway, so the clown gets his ass beat, and then he decides that he's going to kill all of the dinosaurs. And they'll start falling apart and transforming into Godzilla. What I presume to be Godzilla. We're doing it again. We're doing Kaiju arc again. It's going to be bigger. It's going to be better. It's going to be a bigger, better Kaiju. We are definitely, right? We are definitely, for the record, going to get a Vamola versus Kaiju fight. It's going to be fucking amazing. It's going to be like Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla. It's going to be amazing. Yeah. I mean, we're back. We're back to the Kaiju arc. We're doing it again. I don't know, Blissy. I don't know if it. I don't think it counts as a parallel. I just think we're doing the Kaiju again. I think we're just doing another Kaiju. It's very possible. It's very possible that they're gonna make reference to this before. Right? They're gonna make reference to this happening before. Yeah, it's gonna be a Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla thing. I mean, they made a point of saying before that her suit is fixed. And to me, that's all the evidence I require. That's all the evidence that I require that this is what's going to happen. You know, but that's it. We made it to through another chapter, guys. We did it. Well done. You know, give yourselves a hand. It's funny, isn't it, that it's been like 2 weeks since the last one. You know, sometimes it's like, it's a really weird feeling because it always feels like I've kind of is that the cat? I think the cat wants in. 1 second, gamers. Come on then. Come on. I was doing a thing. Sky. What? Oh. No, Vermola and Kinta are fine. They've already made a point of saying that they're fine. But, okay, you got fur all over me again. Can you not sit on that, please? Okay, Sky. I didn't set up Skycam because I didn't realize that you'd be doing this. I didn't realize that you'd be doing this, did I? Okay, thank you. Anyway, what were we saying? Yeah, it feels like it's been... Aw, thank you, Gerardo. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad that you enjoy it. I'm working on more stuff at the moment. Lots of video content, always, guys. But anyway, right. As I was saying, guys, it feels like it's been longer than 2 weeks, right? You know, I'm glad that we can be doing this, just generally. You know, it makes me very happy that we can be here doing this. I love talking about Dandadan. I'm excited to get through Dandadan with the rest of you guys, to keep pushing through Dandadan. It's a great way of kind of kicking off a week. And also it's a nice kind of like thing to kind of have as a baseline, you know what I mean, like a baseline for it. So I like to think anyway that we can keep doing this for a lot longer, if my yokai power tier users will have me. That's right, it was a bit, it was a line, it was a little thing, it was a little sneaky. Can you stop? I'm trying to do a thing, you little so-and-so. That is 720, Angle, Blissy Cat of Edo, Charles Grousington, Danny Dan of Edo, 5th Gram, Jersey Becky, Mother Simport, Orbis 6565, Quentin Tarantado, Sarah, Toaster of Edo. We're doing a of Edo thing in the Discord. Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member to get access to the Discord. It's the best place on the internet for Dandadan. Wondrous Jellies, your favorite scented candle. Zero. Pickle Fred Wimplebottoms. And Tim Kai. Thank you. Give yourselves a hand. You guys make it possible for me to do what I do and make weird shit. To just do the stuff that is to just do the stuff that I feel works. And I'll tell you what, guys, I've got some ideas. I've got like 3 different pieces of content on the go. One of them is Dandadan related, guys. Don't worry about it. We'll get to more Dandadan very, very soon. I just need time. I just need more time. Are you leaving now? Why did you come in here? Oh my god, dude. Yeah, get out. Go on, move your butt. And I'm back. I know, I've got so many different fucking things. I've got a script half done at the moment, guys. I'm very excited to share it with you when it's done. Those of you who are on Mount Olympus with me will be able to see that early. You'll be able to see the intro of that early before anybody else. Can somebody ping Jersey, please? Can somebody ping Jersey in the Discord? Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member to get access to the Discord. It's the best place on the internet for Dandadan, and we can discuss our plans for the dinner stream. I figured out how to make it work because up until now I felt like it's kind of like been difficult to iron out exactly what I'm gonna do, but then it hit me. Okay, after England lost the World Cup, my boys, God bless them, they fought. I said that I would eat beans on toast on stream if they won. Now, they didn't win, so I shall not be doing it. However, What I will do is on the Discord, I will put a poll. On the Discord, I will put a poll out. Okay. I will put out a poll. Why open that wound? It never closed. It never closed. I will put out a poll with 3 different British dishes. 3 different British dishes that I will offer to make and eat on stream if we hit a specific number. I'm thinking I gotta make it difficult for you guys because I don't want to do it. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't want to do it, but the people demand it for reasons beyond me. Actually, for reasons beyond me. No, not self-punishment, Sky. Not at all. $200. $200 will be the amount that I place on this. If you can hit that number, I'll do it. I think that's pretty reasonable. I think that's pretty reasonable because I'm going to make all the dishes myself. The one that we choose, I'm going to make it myself. Beans on toast is maybe a little bit too minimal. I feel like that's too minimal, right? Like, but something with beans in it will be one of the options. But that's what we'll do. That's what we're going to do. $200. It'll be on one of the streams. We'll do a fundraiser stream. If that's what you people want, if you people want to have that, then we'll do that. We'll have a what do you call it? A donations drive for it. You know? If you don't get there and you get to a lower number, I'll eat a steak bake. Yes. If you only get 100, I'll eat a steak bake. That's a great idea, Blissy. If I get to 100, I'll eat a steak bake. Okay? There you go. Now, bearing in mind, guys, this was not my idea. You guys asked for it. I'm just offering you a thing. A black pudding. I'll put black pudding on the list. I don't really want to eat it. I don't really like black pudding. But I'll do it. I'll do it for the boys. I'll do it for the lads. You know? No problem here. I'll set up my camera. I'll set my camera up and everything. Because as you know... Oh no, I don't want to eat. No, please, not that. Have mercy on me. I will outline the relevant stuff. Black pudding. I'll show you black pudding. You want to see black pudding? This is black pudding. Alright, it's a sausage made primarily of blood. Pork blood, usually. This is what it looks like. You fry it, and it goes on a fry up. See that? That's a classic fry up right there. No, but to be fair, right, I actually think that British food gets a bad fucking rap. No, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm saying, you know what I mean? I think British food gets a bad rap. I think it's fucking great. You ever had a fucking Sunday roast? You ever had a Sunday roast? Sunday roast is the bomb. You ever had a Sunday roast? God damn, you don't know anything if you haven't. You can't talk to me if you haven't had a Sunday roast. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Jellies, you know. Nah. I did not, Gerardo. Keen eye. Also, I did notice that you asked me a question earlier. Sorry, I missed it. I got caught up in... I got lost in the sauce. Was it... Sorry, if you can remember what that question was you asked me earlier, Gerardo, I'll get back to it. But yeah, no, the season 1 thing... only season 1 part 1 is out for that. I got distracted due to season 2 releasing. Also, generally speaking, I'm not dead proud of that first part. Some of it works. I need to figure out a way to make it more eloquent. But I will get back to that in some way, shape, or form. I promise you that. Don't worry about it, Gerardo. I swear I will do that. But also, season 2 is mostly covered by my Cursed House, Evil Eye, and Kaiju arc videos. Anything beyond that, I'd be restating. Maybe I'll do that. Who knows? Oh, watch parties for season 3. I'm not going to do watch parties for the release of the episodes. It's just not my thing. I will, when that happens, whatever day it releases, I assume it'll be a Thursday. I assume it'll be a Thursday that it's released each week. God, look how fucking good that looks. I'm sorry, but look at that. God damn. I assume it releases on a Thursday each week. I will be doubling up streams for that. They did really well last time. I'm excited to talk about it. What we really dig in frame by frame into the episodes. Quite excited to get back to that, guys. It was a great experience last time. I'm excited to do it again. We got to talk about the pillar. We got to talk about that fucking pillar. All kinds of stuff. Right? I'm excited to do it. Honestly, the season 2, when season 2 dropped, it was a great period of time over here on the Sorb, on the Safety Zone Rookie broadcast. Otherwise, people are calling it the Sorb. A lot of people are calling it the Sorb. And that's what we're going to call it. And we'll be doing that again for season 3. I'm excited to do it. You know? Say stuff about Momo Karoon. I've seen Biscuits and Gravy. But that is the strangest looking thing. Are they like scones? They look like scones with some kind of meat sauce on them. Oh yeah, we do sometimes do watch-alongs in the Discord, but not typically for a new episode releasing. We just go and do that. Or maybe some people do. I don't partake. I need to be locked in on what I'm watching so that I can really enjoy all of that kind of stuff. They're like dry scones. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's good. I can't judge it until I've tasted it. What else? Like steak and kidney pie, man. Steak and kidney pie fucking bangs, dude. This is the shit right here. I don't know. My point is, right, we bitch about British food, right? You can bitch about British food all you want, but you're wrong. Alright, you're fucking wrong, dude. British food fucking slaps. It's just maybe you've had it shit places. Maybe you've just had it in shit places. Alright, that's not my fault. Alright, you ever seen a fish and chips? You ever seen a fucking fish and chips? You tell me that doesn't look fucking amazing? The smell of vinegar absolutely penetrating your nostrils. It's amazing. If you don't smell it and then it doesn't make you wince from the vinegar, then you've not put enough on. You know? Then you've not done enough. You've not done enough. Welcome, Jersey. Yes, I was talking about it. So basically, Jersey, what I'm gonna do, I hope you find it agreeable, is I'm gonna pick 3 British meals. Fish and chips with mushy peas will be one of them. I will put that on the I'm gonna put that on the Discord with a poll of 2 other options. And whichever one gets the max amounts of votes for in the Discord, Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member to get access to the Discord, people. It's the best place on the internet for Dandadan, and apparently making me do fucking stuff I don't want to do. But I will put 3 options on there in a poll. Whichever one gets the most votes will be the pick that we go for. And if you hit $200, if we hit $200 in the relevant donation drive stream, I'll eat it. I'll make it myself and eat it, right? Like a beer battered cod kind of thing, right? I'll do it. And if you only hit $100, I'll eat a steak bake. All right? You know what? Yeah. Maybe I'll eat a steak bake at $50. If we hit $50, I'll eat a steak bake. If we hit $100, I'll eat, I don't know. Maybe I'll eat beans on toast. Maybe. But it will be over so quickly. It'll be over so quickly. Fish and chips is not a scam. You're a crazy person. Fish and chips is fucking amazing. Depends where you go and eat it, I guess. Now, you're going to find nasty stuff all the time. Glad to hear it, guys. No, don't donate anything. Don't donate anything now. This is not part of it. This is not part of it. This is not part of it. Alright, don't worry, okay?
And what I'll do is we can add on extras and things like that. So if we do hit over 200 for it on some fucking god awful planet, we hit over 200, I will add on extras that we can add to it. Perhaps I'll wear a suit for the experience, that kind of thing. All right, I'll wear a suit, or I'll wear my Star Trek uniform, or something fucking ridiculous. I'll figure it out. All right. I'll figure it out. Yeah. Autosave YouTube channel. I mean, I don't... Yeah, it's gonna pay off, don't worry. I'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Starter and dessert. Yeah, maybe we'll add a starter and a dessert in there as well. Although, I don't know about making desserts. I'm really bad at making desserts. You know? Oh yeah, this probably doesn't look too... This is probably quite confusing, Kels. I'll explain it one more time. Anybody else? Any more times and we're off. I'm not explaining it again. So, basically, we're going to put a poll of three different dishes, British dishes, in the Discord. Whichever one gets the most votes is the one I will make and eat. Well, I'll make it and then I'll eat it on stream. And that's $200 for that. And if we hit 100 or something, I'll eat a steak bake. And then everything past that point will have a bunch of add-ons. For example, wearing some fun stuff, doing something else, maybe dessert, maybe a starter. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah. No, I agree, Gubes. I'm excited to see that as well, dude. We're going to do it, all right? We're going to do it. We're going to do this. Please don't vote for the worst one. I mean, they're all going to... Look, they're all going to be respectable dishes. They're all going to be respectable dishes, although some of them do require more work than others. This, admittedly, would probably be a bit of a messy affair, so... Oh, man. Look, just look at this, though. Look at this. How can you tell me this is not good? Tell me that's not fucking good. It's banging. I don't know when the stream will be. It might be just next week. You can vote for the worst one. You can vote for the worst one. You can do whatever you like. Although even the worst one is like fucking like that slaps. If we go for a fry up, that slaps. You know? Why are we looking at fish and chips? Don't worry about it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, you don't want to see me eat like a roast. I don't know if I'm going to eat a whole fucking roast on stream. That would be a nightmare. But you don't want to see me eat a roast. I smother that shit in gravy, man. See this? This is not the gravy that I go in for, right? This is baby play. It's basically, it needs to be a soup by the end of it, right? It needs to basically be a soup by the end of it. I mean, anything can be a look, the fish and chips will have mushy peas in it. The fry up, presumably, if that is what we do, will have baked beans in it. So we'll have something thingy. You know what, Jersey? Because this is your idea. Jersey. Oh my god, lol is here. Because this is your idea, Jersey, you can go and pick one of the three options. As long as it is a respectable British food that I can make, I will add it to the three options. Don't tell anyone what that option is, though. Do not tell anyone what that option is. They'll figure it out, but I would like that to be as fair as possible. But you can pick one of the three options. All right, because you're the one who's making it happen. Okay, you're the one making it happen. Yeah, Kenneth, it's good stuff. It's very fatty, but it's fucking good, man. It's fucking good. You can live vicariously through me. Quite right, Jersey. Quite right. I mean, the sooner the better, so we can get it on the table, ASAP. Don't pick something complicated. If it's complicated, I'm not gonna make it. I'll be real with you. I'm not gonna make it if it's too complicated, because I have to make it. I only have a small kitchen, all right? It's not lined with gold. I don't know what you think I'm making on this here Patreon money, guys. Rent is pricey. God, this does make me fucking hungry, though. God damn. Beef Wellington. Fuck off. I don't have that kind of money. Look at that. Oh, God damn, that does look good, though, doesn't it? That does look good, doesn't it? Yeah, shepherd's pie, I don't mind. Yeah, I mean, something English. Something that's quintessentially British would be suffice. Oh, the $3 a month I get you. No, sorry, Nev. Yeah, I know. It's enough to keep that fan running over there, you know? That's a shame, Sky. Well, what's your ideal dish then, Sky? Hit us up with your ideal dish. That is fucking banging. Look at that. Oh, good God. Good God, dude. I know how to cook a bit. I mean, I usually, admittedly, I tend to cook more Asian food than I do a lot of British food. But, you know, every now and then I go in for it, you know? I think that all places have something of value when it comes to food, you know? I think that because so many different places have so many different types of foods, it's impossible to write off any region, you know? Like, I guarantee that there are places all across the world that are renowned for delicious food that have absolute garbage that people eat there, right? You know what I mean? I personally think that unless you've tried any of this stuff, I personally think that unless you've tried any of this stuff, or you have a particular revulsion towards beef Wellington in this case, I think that that you're missing a trick in life. That's what I think. You know, like there's too many different types of foods. Yeah, no, a Philly cheese fucking steak. Philly cheesesteak looks fucking rad, dude. I'd eat the shit out of this. I'd eat the fuck out of a Philly cheesesteak, man. You know? Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you guys. Eating is the fucking bomb. I know, controversial, right? Eating is the fucking bomb, dude. I live to eat. It's amazing. Eating is one of the great pleasures. Eating is one of the great pleasures in this world. Okay? It's fucking amazing. You know? Eating food is amazing, dude. That's crazy. Well, I mean, most pubs sell decent enough. Well, maybe not like the best. No, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. British pubs are fucking dope. They're amazing. I'd put any British pub up against any other drinking place in the world. The British pub is a fucking amazing institution. Amazing. And they sell fucking good food normally, unless you go to like a smaller one, right? Like the good ones sell fucking good shit. Yeah, no, if you come back, Fizz, hit me up. All right? Stargaze pies. I've never heard of Stargaze pies. What the fuck is this? What is this? What is this? I've never seen this in my life. Goulash. How hard is it to make goulash? Yo, that looks fucking dope, bro. Yo. It appeared in Free Run. That's crazy. I've never heard of Stargaze pie. I don't know about that one, Chief. I'll tell you what I've never had. What is it? It's the pie. Is it pie and mash? Is that what it is? The London thing with the green sauce on it. I've never had that. Alright, no worries, Jersey. Good luck, my son. Good luck. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, this looks amazing. I know. This is what we get for visiting Nachan. That looks great. I love like a fucking stew kind of thing. Pie, mash, and liquor. Now this is one that you have to have an open mind for. But I've only ever heard amazing things about it. Amazing things about it. I've never had this before, but it is a staple and people fucking love it. That's crazy. Yeah, it was not a pie and mash kind of weather, no, for sure. Look, people wouldn't fucking love it if there wasn't a reason for it. You know? I'm people, gimme. I know. Like I said, like if you can look at something, and immediately just go, nah, I'm not interested, then I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for you. I'm so sorry that that's the life that you have to lead. I don't know if I could cook one of these, to be honest. I mean, like making a... I probably could. I don't... You know what I mean? It'd be... This feels like a bad idea because it feels like I'm going to have to do work now. Oh, why did I agree to any of this? It's very green. It's very green. It is very green. You're right. What is it? Is it like chives? Is that what it is? Or what? What is it? Parsley. I meant parsley, sorry. Yeah. Parsley. Man, whatever. I fucking love vinegar, dude. Yeah, deep fried Mars bar is pretty fucking dope. Honestly, deep fried Mars bar is fucking dope. It's not my go-to, but it's fucking sick. Again, don't hate it till you try it. My tax dollars are going into this. Silence, pickle. Silence, pickle. It's Olivia, Stylo girl. No way. Is it actually? What are you doing here? It's a deep fried Mars bar. I can't say that I love it. I can't say that I love it. But fuck it, you know? Eat it. It's me. It's you. I can't believe it. Hello. You popped. Did I actually? That's fucking dope. I love that. That means the algo got me. That means the algo got me. Reveal nothing, please. Reveal nothing. No, okay. So what we'll do, guys, is Jersey's going to pick one. Jersey's going to pick one. I'm going to pick the other two. It's probably going to be the fish and chips and the fry-up, right? Probably. Okay? And if you guys hit the $200 mark, I'll do it. Okay? I'll make it and I'll eat it. I'll come up with some kind of consolation prize if we hit a 100, right? But then I'll also come up with some, like I said, some milestones past that, like if like, I don't know, wearing a suit or some fucking hat or having the fucking strobe light on in the background, which would be horrible. I have a green screen now. My boss gave me a green screen. I got it for freezies, so maybe we can figure that out. We could eat this in the Bahamas, guys. You know? Yeah, I mean, you can deep fry anything, really. In America, they deep fry Coca-Cola. You seen that? You seen that shit? No, I don't want it now, Tim. We gotta figure. Oh, you can't, man. Oh my god. I need to come up with the milestones. I need to come up with milestones. I need to come up with consolations. I need to come up with lots of things. Green screen the Ayasi house. Don't. Oh no, you've said it now. I could probably do that. I could probably do that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Hold on, sorry guys. You can say my name. You can say my name. Sorry. What's up? What's up? No, we'll get there. It's like the end of Arc Dinner. An IQ too high. To 10 forward. Danny! This is it. I have a Star Trek uniform in the closet over there. All right. Nothing. Don't worry about it, Tim. Don't worry about it. I have a Star Trek uniform in the closet over there. That can be one of them. One of the milestones could be baking a rookie cookie. I'll tell you what, though. I'm terrible at baking shit. Hi, Wolf. By the way, Wolf, I got a sound deck. I got a stream deck, and it's got a soundboard on it. This is another thing I need you guys to help me with, by the way. I need you guys to help me come up with some of these should be things that I've said as well. I think something like more star mean more good, I think, is one of the better ones, generally speaking. But also stuff from Dandadan, stuff from whatever's relevant to the community, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I know we got the stream deck. I mean, mostly it's just so that I can swap between cameras and things really easily. Where'd the audio go? There we go. But yeah, it's good. It also means that when I'm playing games and stuff, I'm able to mess around with the audio on the fly. You know? That's a good one. Lol. This is what I'm saying. Brother. Send that my way. Go to YouTube Live. That's crazy. Hold on 1 second, gamers. Anyway, right, like I was saying, guys, yeah, so we'll figure this out. Maybe what we'll do is we'll do the stream fundraiser for this next. Don't text and drive. Don't text and stream. That's it. We'll do the stream fundraiser for this next week, probably next Monday. We'll come up with some really nice fun milestones as well. Thank you, lol. Appreciate you, brother. And then those milestones we'll use to kind of like we'll spin it out into other stuff. If anybody has ideas for those, make a thread. We'll make a thread, guys. We'll make a thread, and we'll make a thread, and in there we can make all this stuff live. Otherwise, it's gonna get lost in the sauce. It's gonna get lost in the bean juice. You know what I mean? Of general chat. So I'll make a thread after we're done here, or even just a post. Actually, make that a post. We'll make that a post. Yeah, exactly. We'll make some weird shit. I'm now of the mind. I'm now of the mind that we're gonna hit the mark. So I'm gonna have to come up with some silly, actually tantalizing options. Yes, the bean juice, the tomato bean juice that you get, you know, otherwise known as gasoline. Lost the black pudding. I hate that. Yes, pickle. Yes, pickle. The briny one. But yeah, it's also kind of leaning on Jersey, right? It's leaning on Jersey. So we'll know in a day. So get ready for that for tomorrow. All right. It's all sorts. I know Branston beans is superior. That Heinz trash. Gasoline, exactly. Exactly. Fucking yeah. Gasoline. That's what I'm saying. No, Branston all the way, for sure. For sure. If that is the one, that we end up landing on, you'll see. Now, Jersey, you'll do great, brother. You'll do great. You just pick the thing that you want. Remember, you made this happen. This is your thing. This is your project. You know, I'm very excited for you. I'm excited to see what you say. Watch it be fucking Toad in the hole or some shit. Please, God. I'm a pariah, but it's fine. Yes. Make a shield potion. I don't know. Chug jug. Yeah, maybe that should be a. You know what? Actually, to be fair, I can get my hands on some Baja Blast. What do you think? I can maybe do that if we do a if we use that as a milestone, as one of the extra added milestones. Maybe we can do that. We can just guzzle down a chug jug, eh? Well, what is it? Baja. I'm sorry. All right, sorry. I can't believe that. Oh my God. Correcting me. Oh my God, guys. I can't believe you guys are like this. That's unbelievable. Yeah, sorry. A Baja Blast. We'll get... It's a chug jug. It's a fucking chug jug. What the fuck, dude? It's a chug jug. And I'll make a little label for it that calls it a chug jug. What do you think? What do you think? Yeah. Spanish. I know it's a Spanish, people. I am Miguel. You remember this? I'm certified born again Spanish by Janny. It's in her notes. It's in her notes, people. You know? Whole classroom. Yeah. What do you think, guys? What do you think? I'm excited. We've been putting this off for far too long. We've been focusing too much on the things that don't matter, like Dandadan and a variety of other things. By the way, did anybody check? It is next week that there is a new chapter, right? It is. Oh, thank Christ. No, nobody was complaining about it, so I should have known. You can't refute the notes. Exactly, this is what I'm saying. Yeah. Yes. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. Oh, man. Well, I guess that's where we're at. I mean, yeah. I don't know what else I have for you guys today. You know, I'm just a crazy man screaming at a camera in my private time. But, I mean, I'm quite excited to get on this. I'm quite excited. It's going to be horrible, actually. Old man yells at cloud. No, for real. Like I said, I mean, we've got the
some jokes. No, we're not gonna do jokes. We're not gonna do jokes. We're absolutely not gonna do jokes. We'll predictions. I mean, I think that it's kind of like obviously one running theme in Dandadan Gerardo is that we can't fucking predict a damn thing anymore, right? I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. I feel like we know the broad strokes of where things are going, or thematically trying to understand what it is that's happening in the arc. Do you know what I mean? But actually the minute-to-minute stuff, I don't know. We had dinosaurs this week. They were riding on dinosaurs. I don't know what to tell you. It's unpredictable. But I do think that we've been following the broad strokes correctly, at least on a thematic kind of approach, right? Like and I'm quite proud actually of the way that we approached the amnesia stuff just generally. We did predict the dinosaur riding. There were 3 of them. There were 3 to 3, right? I think that generally speaking, the minute that the amnesia stuff became a factor, we kind of immediately pivoted onto exactly this, right? Like, you can go and watch the videos that I did on this arc, right? Like, there's 2 of them, but the first one still covered a lot of the exact same bases that we're still in at the moment, right? We said that this is a good opportunity to tackle some of those interpersonal issues, and maybe put to bed some of the love triangle stuff, and that's exactly what's happened. And I'm really proud of the way that we did that. You know what I mean? You know? But yeah. I mean, outside of that, I don't know if there's any predictions to be made. I mean, really, it's just a matter of trying to figure out what to do with some of the weird stuff that we have now. You know, one thing that I generally speaking, I'm quite pleased about is that we've got so many different like I've got this idea that's kind of in the back burner at the moment, that you'll remember when we did the detective board for all of the different elements and things like that. I was thinking that with this green screen, depending on how we make it work, my lighting setup is really, there are 2 things now that I think need to be improved around, or like with the setup. Number 1 is the microphone. I would like a better microphone, and number 2 is the lighting situation. They're fine, they're serviceable for what we're doing here, but I don't know if they would run very well for anything extra. But I was thinking the detective board with the green screen would be a very exciting kind of thing. You've already came up with your answer. All right, let's go. No way. Fuck off. That is not a thing. That is not a thing, is it? I mean, I guess that would be okay. I don't know if you eat it with beans. Oh, bro. I don't know, dude. I don't know, dude. That's kind of a bit much. I don't know. That feels like it's weird. That feels very weird. I feel like it's very weird. Is it? I'll just tell you. Look, Blissy, you can help me with this. No, look, I love baked beans. I love baked beans. I love baked beans more than the next guy. More than the next guy, but I don't know if Scotch eggs with beans is necessarily the play here. It's just a bit odd, isn't it? I've never made a Scotch egg either. I've never made a Scotch egg before. Is this a thing? That's crazy. Out of the tin is wild. That's a wild take. I refuse to hear it. I refuse to hear it. What? Honestly, get out of my chat. That's disgusting. Straight out of the tin. What the fuck? What the fuck? You have a choice.
You have a choice to not do that. You have a choice to not do that. You're choosing to do that. You have access to electricity and heat. No, this is it. No, this is it. I'm kind of the mind, right? I'm of the mind that the Scotch egg with the... This isn't a good look, gamers. You know? Wait, what? It's so good, and you just eat it out of the tin. Nah, no, because it reminds me actually of a it reminds me of a boss that I once had who described a trip that he took all the way from London up to Glasgow, and he ate a tin of cold beans on the bus on the way up. In a full bus. A specific boss that I once had did that. So, I don't know what to tell you. No, don't stop. We're not having beans out of the tin. We're not... Right, no, right. I'm drawing a fucking line, alright? The goal here is not... The goal here is not to... Why... Right, we're not eating cold beans out of the tin. Right, we're not eating cold beans out of the fucking tin. I don't care if it's fucking $200. I don't care if it's $500. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Okay, maybe 500. Right, but no one's paying. You're having a worse experience, right, guys? You're having a worse experience because it's gonna. No, you're right, Jersey. I respect what you're saying. I like a Scotch egg. I like a Scotch egg. A Scotch egg is a fucking... It's not a delicacy, but it's good. When it's done well, it's done good. You know? The snack pack beans. No, this is the point, though. This is the point. We've got... Right. Three things. Right. Three things. We're going to pick three things... I feel like we've been talking about this forever. All right, this is just a permanent thing. This is not normal, actually. This is absurdly not normal. No, this isn't normal. This is abnormal behavior. Normally, this is a very focused, highbrow experience. The fact that we're here talking about this at all is the consequence of nearly of many months. No. It's okay, Jersey. My son, my boy. Scotch egg is perfectly fine. It's a perfectly fine choice. I can make a Scotch egg. Although you deep fry them, if I recall. I don't know if I want a deep fried Scotch. It's fine. I can make a Scotch egg, right? But where I draw the line is the cold beans. Is the cold beans out of the tin. You know what I mean? That's too far for me. That's too far for me. Hold on. A full English. I mean... How much what? I feel like a full English maybe is a bit... I feel like maybe a bit much. Like, I don't want to be fucking, like, breathing heavy on stream. You know what I mean? Yeah, I could probably finish that. I could tank that shit right there. For sure. No, you didn't say that. You didn't say that. Square sausage, yeah. Well, let's see. I think I'll get creative with it. To be honest, maybe the problem is right that I genuinely believe. Like I said earlier, I genuinely believe that British food gets a bad fucking rap. Okay, I think British food gets a bad rap. I think that people immediately automatically call it garbage, and I don't think it is. If I were to use Skycam, for that, and this is garbage, Skycam is garbage, right? This tiny little cam is gonna look like shit, and I'm gonna look like I'm eating shit, and that's not gonna do much for the reputation now, is it? I'm trying to be an advocate, you know. You know, the BBC won't have me otherwise. The potato scone. I think it's mid. I think it's mid tier. I'm going to be honest. I think that the full English breakfast is superior to the full Scottish breakfast. Yeah, I said it. I don't fucking care. Fuck you. All right, I'll show you guys. And you can decide. All right, this is a full Scottish. It's got sausages, square sausages, bacon, toast, tomato, white pudding, black pudding, an egg, 2 potato scones, and beans. I'm sorry guys, but the full English takes it. It's just a classier endeavor. You know what I mean? It's just a classier endeavor. Look at that. So much better. So much better. So much more sophisticated. I'd do a fucking... No, don't unsubscribe. I don't think you're subscribed anyway. You're a fucking liar. You're a fucking liar anyway. You're not even subscribed. No, pickle. I'd do that. When the next time that there's a lull and we've got an off week, we'll try and stuff as much of this weird shit into one stream as possible. I mean, it's funny really because I feel like this week's chapter had a lot in it. It had a lot in it, but a lot of it is kind of a continuation of what we're already talking about with Aira. So I feel like it wasn't as long of a stream as typical in that regard. Normally we spend like a full like 40 minutes talking at the beginning and then an hour odd going through the actual chapter, depending on how good it is. I'm not hoping for a hiatus. You'll know, honestly. The problem with the hiatus is not that I get a week off. I actually quite like having occasionally a bit of time off from just talking and trying to formulate actual analyses. I actually kind of like occasionally having a bit of time off from that. But when you'll know that the momentum, you'll go into a stream with big momentum and big viewers and things, and it just drops off a fucking cliff. You know, it's crazy. What you'll look at is across all of the previous content. If it has Momo and Okurun in the thumbnail, it does well. It does really well. If it doesn't have them in the thing, it doesn't do super well. And it's crazy to me, you know, that people are interested in Aira, but maybe a little bit more touristy about the whole thing when it's just Aira. When it's Momo and Okurun, rather. Thank you, Zero. Thank you. No, but like we've got a lot of potential for things to do in hiatuses. Is my point, right? When it comes down to it, having the green screen and doing the detective board would be quite nice. I don't know how I'm getting up the green screen, but there is a big white wall over there that I can use, so we can figure that out. And yeah, obviously we've got content and everything that's on its way, so that's another benefit of having a bit of time off. But I've also been kind of running around the place recently. Obviously you guys are aware that there've been a few trips and stuff to Croatia and London. That's done now, I think. I don't think I'm going anywhere else this year. I don't think I'm going anywhere else this year. So I should be able to focus wholly on getting content done now. I know it's been a bit off and on recently, and I'm sorry about that. It's a bit tricky at times to kind of like it's quite a frustrating thing, really, because sometimes you'll be on a fucking roll, right? You remember the Kane video and the Love Triangles video? They were like out and out, right? They were like out. and then there was a massive lull. My intention wasn't to have that big lull in between content. It's just sometimes it just doesn't come to you. It's very frustrating, actually. But like, right now, I've got a bunch of different stuff. I don't want to talk. People on Mount Olympus, you guys will know what it is. For now, you guys will know what some of it is, perhaps, but everybody else is hush hush right now. Yeah, solving mysteries, connecting the dots between some of the things in Dandadan, but like I said, in a bit more of an immersive capacity. Initially, when I spoke about this before, initially the plan in the first place was to kind of have an actual whiteboard to go through this, but my camera's autofocus is dog shit. Its actual focus when it's just stationary is great, but when it is when it's kind of using its autofocus is kind of dog shit. And I don't want to upgrade cameras when most of what we do here is stationary anyway. So probably this would work a little bit better. I mean, I probably just need to use like you know, kind of like full focus, but it is what it is, you know. Yeah, I think that what's most Homer. I think what is best. It's best used for is probably just connecting the dots between the villains, right? Like we used it to connect the dots between everything, and simply put, we don't know enough to be able to do that, I don't think. So connecting the dots between the villains, I think, is sufficient, because that's the real question, especially with the Delacroix being as robust as they are. There's a lot of them, you know. Sorry, got distractions. I got distractions. I apologize, guys. Children, really. No, but we'll figure it out. I suppose we're just winding down now, guys. I think that it was a good chapter. I'm keen for next week. I think that we're just gonna get back to kaiju-esque stuff. I think again we are. We're gonna. I know it's dreadful, isn't it? It's dreadful. Don't blame me. Don't blame me. Blame them. Yeah, Nuglover and Giles, exactly. I know, it's dreadful. It's dreadful. I'm being pulled in all kinds of directions. You hate to see it. No, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Nuglover, like, it's funny, really, because I fucking, obviously, my whole thing is despising him. It's a very big part of the channel. It's a very big part of the channel. The humiliation rituals are one of my favorite things to do at this point. However, I do strangely miss him. You know what I mean? When he's not in a chapter, I do feel like we're missing something, like we're losing something. You know, a lot of vitriol is built up and it's being wasted and unused. Oh, Pickle, that's not on. Brother, does the Fortnite Fridays on a Sunday mean nothing to you? Does it mean nothing to you? No, come on. Be reasonable. But, no, don't, let's take it easy, Pickle. No. There's a difference between enjoying hating someone and actually liking them. Right? You know? Like Nuglover is detestable. I still haven't beat the high score yet either. I think I'm 3rd place now on Nuglover's Commute, and I haven't played in a minute. Oh, thank you for sending the fuck you toaster, by the way, Jersey. Not Jersey, lol. Dandadan has no punchline. That's fucking wonderful. You know what? Can we pin that? Let's pin that. If I can fucking get the software to work. That's it. Perfect. Love it. Third place. Third place is pretty good. I think I was locked in that day though because I was on the stream while I was doing it. You know. Pin that chat. Yeah, pin that chat. Yeah. Yeah, did you get? Was that in the most recent version, or was it when you were actually developing it though? I mean, we've got our own video game. That's enough for me. You did a wonderful job. You did a wonderful job. You did a wonderful job. You know, the fact that it runs at all is already immaculate. And you know what it is, by the way, Nev? I figured out what the problem was, why I was getting all those bugs. I think it's because I was running it on Firefox as opposed to thingy. You know? Hi Rue, what's good, dude? Yeah, I mean, I definitely have slowed down on playing it. I definitely have slowed down on playing it just a bit, but I need to get back to it. I don't really know, really. I mean, I feel like time's kind of just I don't know what, you know what I mean? Absolutely not, Nev. I will not stop. I don't know. I just feel like time's kind of like zipped past since I got back. I mean, it mainly video stuff. I mean, I guess that's what we should talk about now. We're gonna just wrap up anyway because we're getting pretty late on, and we're kind of we kind of went through the chapter quite quickly. But let's talk channel, guys. Let's talk channel. So, I mean, obviously Friday we're still. I don't know what if we're playing Witcher or we're going through Persona. On Friday, I guess I would like to hear what people have been enjoying most. I know not all of you are watch on Twitch. You know, it's not a massive audience. But those of you who do, I would be curious about which one is kind of tweaking people a bit better. I suspect some people prefer Witcher and some people prefer Persona. I get it. They are very different in a lot of ways. It's tricky because there is something in Persona that I really want to get to, but obviously it's like 120 hours to finish the game, and that's a fucking pain when we keep going through it in 3 to 4 hour chunks. I need to just dedicate a whole Saturday. To just fucking sitting down and playing this thing, right? But it's very difficult to kind of find that time, that space, right? So there's that. Like I said, I'm working on content. I'm kind of like halfway through a script at the moment. I was working on it before the Jax video, actually. It's at like 2,000 words or something. I was working on it before the Jax video. It's just, you know, when something's new, it takes priority as a consequence of that. And it's difficult. It can be difficult to get back to it because you lose where you're at with it. But it's not Dandadan related, unfortunately. After that, I have a few things about that I do want to do in regards to Dandadan. It's just which ones to kind of approach just generally. Somebody mentioned earlier in the chat, I think it was in regards to part 1, like season 1 part 1 and season 1 part 2. I mean, I want to get back to that. It's just I don't know exactly where to take off from. It's one of those projects that I feel a little bit not 100% happy with. I like to think that every time that I'm putting out a piece of content, there's something in there that's new, and something in there that kind of pushes the boundaries of what it is that we've done before, just a little bit, even incrementally. The last one, I think, was the transitions and things like that. I think that really worked. But and I do think, like I said, in regards to even the season 1 part 1, that Acro Silky stuff I think holds up really well. I think that holds up really, really well. There are some really nice transitions when the characters show up. Like you know, the kind of like paint effect. Big fan of that. Some of the stuff, I don't know, I think it's too long for its own good, to be honest. It's kind of frustrating because you can't go back and edit it up again. And I don't know, I don't like the idea of redoing something needlessly, but and I don't think I will redo it. There's just too much other stuff to do, but I have ideas for how I can use that again in the future, so we'll see. And then also there's a couple of things I want to watch because I have a good feeling about it for content as well, but that's kind of more up in the air right now, definitely not to be discussed. So I don't want to make, I mean, famously I constantly am making promises that I just can't fucking keep, so it would be nice to kind of do something as a surprise, right? I don't think anybody's going to be surprised on what the next piece is about, if I'm honest with you. Well, the exact framing of it maybe, but anyway. So we have Friday, we've got content, and then there's a bunch of stuff happening on the Discord. Patreon, link in the description. Join as a free member to get access to the Discord. It's the best place on the internet for Dandadan people. And beyond that, I think that's where we're going to call it, guys. You know, remember to... Oh, Gerardo, thank you. No, I appreciate that. Thank you. Not many people point out. Nobody points out the season 1 video, so thank you. Like I said, I think that the Acro Silky stuff holds up well. I think that holds up really, really well. I'm still dead proud of that. I'm still really, really proud of that. But the some of the other bits in it is like, maybe it goes on a bit long in some places, maybe it doesn't spend enough time on things in other places. I was kind of up against the clock because we were just heading into season 2, so I kind of needed it done and ready. Hype the stream. Don't waste your hypes on the stream. Don't waste the hypes on the stream. Or waste that. I don't care. Do what you like. Do what you like with your hypes. Hype that video. But done the thing. Yeah. But yeah, so we'll in the Discord we'll figure out what it is that we're going to do for the stream, for the food stream, and yeah, Rook 19, that got me as well. That's true. Yeah, it's been one of those years, guys. I'm gonna be honest. It's crazy how you can kind of swing one way and then swing the other with this kind of stuff, because I feel like last year was like a fucking banger, you know? Like it feels like last year was an absolute just constant like up with things. But just because I feel like I've been so ill all year this year, and you know, I don't know what it is about like so many different things that have happened this year. It's just been a bit of a tricky kind of experience, and it's completely thrown my equilibrium when it comes to the content creation pipeline just out of whack. Because it's funny, because in season 2 I was just making shit all the time. I remember getting content out in a day, man. Like, I was getting stuff done in a fucking day. But those 2 cases of Rook 19 fucking took me out. So I feel like I've been more ill this year than I have been healthy. But I think I'm fine now. So let's just push forward anyway. Let's just push forward anyway. Again, just one more kind of roundup. Just on that note, let's just end on something a bit more positive. Again, guys, those of you who are the MCR cough, I didn't realize that was a thing. that I didn't realize the MCR cough was a thing. MCR were fucking amazing, by the way, weren't they? No, but the yeah. So again, just want to take one more time, guys. Normally we do this once. Let's just do it twice. Yokai Power Tier users, guys, you are the absolute bomb. You're the reason that we can do any of this stuff. You're the reason that the lights are kept on over here. I see that Toaster has made Botacon one of them. I don't know why. But also, Dandagang, Serpo Tiers, you guys, you also fucking contribute tons to the channel as well. You know, it's part of the reason that we can keep doing this just generally. We don't have to rely completely on ad revenue because of you guys. Keeping things running in the background, it really, really, really helps make things work. Genuinely, it doesn't work without that. So thank you guys. I appreciate it immensely. I think again we spoke about this a bunch, but for me, what really is the most valuable thing in that is it gives you that breathing room to make stuff that you actually fucking want to make, rather than relying on what's algorithm friendly, what is popular, what is what's going to get you views, eyeballs for no reason. I mean, generally speaking, we've seen it. Like, anybody who is aware, we've seen it. We've seen what it does to channels when you are just focusing on purely chasing trends. You have to keep up constantly, and if you fall off, you fall off. So the fact that we've got this going means that we don't need to worry about that, and it's something that is always worth highlighting, in my opinion, because it's a very important component to be making things run over here. So thanks, guys. Right, okay, cool. So let's continue all of this bullshit on the Discord. Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member to get access to the Discord. It's the best place on the internet for Dandadan. I don't think I'll make that into a sound because I enjoy saying it. It's important to keep that sharp. But anyway, guys, those of you who are still here, which is not a tremendous amount of you, the more loyal among you, I'm going to go. Okay? So thanks for being here, guys. Bye. See you later.